Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Danotage Plays Neon Abyss. So, this is not being streamed. We normally do stream a lot of these videos, but I want to check. I should have checked that before, but I want to check the audio on that because that's gonna get loud. But we haven't really sat down and made these types of videos in a while, and I wanted to just kind of sit here and chill out with you guys. I don't know if I want to play Saya. We're gonna play Anna, I think. I know there's a lot of people that have been getting this off of the Xbox Game Pass, which it is available on. I would recommend checking it out if you haven't. But apparently that doesn't come with the DLC content you get. These are new enemies, by the way. The DLC content that you get for pre-purchasing, or not pre-purchasing, but purchasing it during the first week, which I believe that's over now. But if you purchased it in the first week, you got the two characters, both Saya and Amir. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do, game? What do you want me to do? You want me to open you? I want you to open up. What is this? Hello? Am I not supposed to look at you? How do I kill you? You're bleeding, which kind of tells me you're taking damage, but it doesn't really. Do I have to melee you? There we go. I had to bait you into attacking me. All right. Anyway, by the way, the seed is 1-8 Romeo 9 Hotel X-ray Quebec 9. Yeah, that's right. I always forget like one or two of those. If you guys want to play along with me. But yeah, like I said, this came out. Oh, do we have an item that I? Oh, that's right. We have bullet crown. Each time an enemy is killed in the room, your weapons. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Your bullets increase. I think we just unlocked that or something. But we've been trying to figure out whether or not that DLC is like overpowered, because like I said, it does only come with the version that you bought on Steam, I think. I don't know if it's on Epic. I think it might be on Epic. I need to check that. They gave it to me on Steam. So that you purchased within the first week. Ah, crap. I'm not gonna get that. We're not gonna spend that. We're gonna take that damage. That's fine, especially because we can probably get it back, no problem. So I wanted to play with Anna, and we introduced Mark last time. That's bad. Yep. These are new enemies though, which is cool, because I was getting to a point where we were getting a very repetitive type of run. Let's see. Can I do those? That's not gonna help, is it? Can I? Oh, there we go. Come on. Don't blow up. Nah, that's fine. We wanted to. Well, actually, we can still get that. Hold on. Yeah. This is worth it, I think. There's our heart back. We're gonna get these two chests. But yeah, it's been one of those things to where I was like, man, I don't really like when they have DLC like that. But then again, it wasn't paid. It was more like you have to buy this, which does also bring up an interesting argument to whether or not Game Pass is gonna start doing stuff like this. Because I love Game Pass. With the Xbox showcase for 2020 just happened. They streamed it, I think, mainly on YouTube, but we did it on Twitch, and I ended up actually being on that show, where I talked about this game specifically. Actually, go back and watch it on Twitch Gaming, twitch.tv/Twitch Gaming. But yeah, I talked about this game and where we were doing a whole bunch of stuff and why I thought this game was good, and then I just started thinking about the fact that, yeah, that is a little bit strange that they're not giving you all the content on Game Pass. But then again, I don't think that hasn't happened before. Obviously, you don't get all the DLC on every game, but I think there are some games to where you do. So I don't know. I mean, please, like, let me know in the comments if that's totally wrong. I don't know if, like, I don't remember if Monster Hunter is on there with Iceborne, because I don't think Iceborne is on there. But it brings up an interesting fact of, like, well, if I'm gonna get games on Game Pass, and Xbox is going to guarantee that all their games, that especially the ones that they showed at the showcase, are going to be on Game Pass. Well, is the caveat that I'm going to not get everything? Is that something that is going to maybe deter people from actually getting the Game Pass? Because on one hand, you're like, oh, cool, free games. Or free games with a very, very inexpensive subscription. But does that mean I'm not going to be able to get all the content that I want? What are you doing here? There we go. Am I not going to be able to get all the content that I want? Because, and it's important to think about it that way, because if you're not, well, does that mean you're going to be spending extra money on getting both the Game Pass and then possibly buying the game later? I mean, yeah, the answer to the question is, well, yes, it is a giant marketing scheme to get you to pay for both the Game Pass and then double dip with we're gonna go in here. Yeah, we got 800 coins. Double dip with getting you to spend the money on the game itself. Yes, that's obvious that would be something that would happen, but what's sad is that is obvious. Like, it's sad that that's obvious, because on one hand you're like, well, I don't want that to happen because famine. We do want famine. Yeah. What was this? What did that? Summon a horse? Let's say summon a horse. Summon a wooden barrel. Cost 2 crystals. Oh, summon a wooden barrel. Why would we want that? I'm not sure. We're probably gonna get into that though. So yes, obviously the answer to that question is they want to double dip, but that's kind of the problem, because if you think about it, Xbox was on a path to surpass PlayStation in actually doing things that the people wanted, in the sense that says, like, hey, you're doing something that PS4 is not doing, which is basically collaborating with everybody. The one thing that you can say now is that PlayStation and Sony are very much... What is happening? Oh, it's got to reload. PlayStation and Sony are not really being untruthful. They're just being, you know, they don't want to play with their friends, essentially. They don't want to play with each other. They don't like sharing, which, you know, it's kind of not a big deal in all honesty. However, I think we're in 2020. It's time to start sharing with each other. I think it's time to start collaborating with each other. I think it's time to just allow for the whole we don't care about console wars anymore, because, well, it's kind of all dumb. But at the same time, like, that is exactly what makes these companies a lot of money, is console wars. So do you deal with it, or do you ask the question of whether or not I should be thinking about this at all? Or do you just maybe don't buy the game twice? Like, that's the question. And I'm struggling with the last part, which is, I love Game Pass. I love the fact that I can try so many different games, and I can do so many different things with paying one subscription that happens to not be super expensive and stupid. Or do I sit there and I say, well, this is a little bit of a marketing thing to where I'm going to get a lot of value out of it, but I just lost a lot of that value because now I want to play all the DLC and I don't have access to that. And then on the other hand, I'm like, well, is that okay, because I am not spending a whole lot of money on this, and there are going to be games where I do want to spend a little bit extra, because, I mean, let's be honest, I play a lot of mobile games, a lot of gacha mobiles, not like a lot, but I play at least one at a time, and every now and then I do pay a little bit of money into it. But the thing is, like, it was free from the beginning, so it's not like I'm paying double the price. I'm paying exactly what I wanted, and it's not like something that I needed either, right? I just wanted to get some extra stuff and get some cosmetics and get some A, B, and C and what have you. And we need more grenades for that. So it doesn't feel the same way. I feel like this may be a double dip. And in the same breath, I don't have to buy it. I don't have to double dip in every game that I play on there, right? Just some of the games that don't offer all the DLC. Now, with all that being said, there may be some DLC that does come with Game Pass. I would assume, and now again, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I would assume that Please, just... Please. Okay, these new enemies that I've never seen before are rather annoying. They're just like Isaac enemies. Like, everything about this game is very Isaac-like. At the same time, it sounds like all the Microsoft games, all the games that are coming with Game Pass, that are within Game Pass, that are by the people over at Xbox and Microsoft, it sounds like they are going to include their DLC within their Game Pass stuff. So maybe it's, I mean, maybe we can blame, or maybe we can, I think we can, I was about to say maybe we can blame the companies that are publishing the games outside of Xbox to not allowing the DLC to come on into Game Pass as well, but I'd be willing to bet that it sounds like they're not getting any more money if they release DLC in Xbox. Oh, that's the wrong button. I've been pressing F and playing Tarkov. When you're like, oh, we're gonna release DLC, can we get a little bit of a kickback when you see people playing our game now that it has DLC? And Xbox probably comes back and says, well, no, you signed your deal that says you're gonna get this much. We're gonna pay you this much for putting your game on Xbox or on Game Pass and what have you, and that's it. Which, you know, totally fair when it comes to how they signed and made that contract. But I mean, sometimes there's not a whole lot of negotiating to be done there. But that's also why you read those contracts. I don't know what's going on, so I can't really blame either one. Nor do I claim to even have a clue. I just happen to, I kind of think I understand how some of these contracts work. But often, you never know what's happening. Different lawyers do different stuff all the time. Different companies agree to those things. We're actually going to go here. We're going to give up a heart. So this is all obviously conjecture. Dark side. What is this? Mercenary Lord? Oh, Mercenary Lord I think is per money. Per amount of money we get damaged. But I think that's underpowered if I remember properly. Did I have a booger in my nose this whole time? Weird, sorry. You probably can't see it. You can see my frizzy hair and weird just showered mustache without any oils or anything. Or beard and both. I don't know what the orange is. We're going to take mutated orange. This orange makes you super strong and increases the movement speed and weapon damage. That's really good. And the only reason we took that was because even though we have a ton of money because we got lucky 7s or 777, I don't think the proportional weight of proportional weight of how much more damage you get based on money is necessarily, oh, we've got the Donald Trump, is necessarily a good thing, because I think even with like a ton of money like we've had before with 777, we usually don't get a bunch in return as far as damage goes. So we're gonna take this just to get a solid amount of damage. That way we don't have to worry about spending money, because we're probably gonna spend the money anyway. Usually if I get this much money, I'm going into every shop. Alright, is this something we want? I think that weapon sucks. The damage on it is terrible. Are we gonna take this damage? I don't think so, actually. Our damage isn't, our hearts aren't super high, and we don't want to waste shields on that. If it was just hearts, we would probably take that. Alright, let's do this. Time this properly. Alright, this is fine. This is going just fine. The thing is, our damage is still not great. It's not bad, but it's not great. The second good thing is the first phase, at least, of this is pretty easy. The bombs are what kill you. But now that we have homing, oh, actually, more bombs are good. Okay, so this crown can come in handy in certain bosses, but not that boss. We're definitely not going to take this route. Can we get that last bomb? I'd like to get that bomb, if possible. I don't remember what it needed. Oh, yeah, that's right. Broken. Okay, never mind. We weren't going to take that damage anyway. Let's see. So, let's just get out of here. But yeah, I mean, like, I think for the most part, you're spending, what, 15 bucks a month, if I remember properly? It used to be cheaper, but You can get it, and they really reel you in with like, hey, you can start by just, you know, paying $1. Try it out with $1 first. It's totally fine. But at the same time, you're like, well, okay, it's $1 for 3 months. I've seen this a million times. You get sucked into certain deals because of that and whatnot. But I think that there's a difference between having an actual subscription that you're probably going to use and one that you're like, well, I just want to try it. And I just want to use it once just to get this game or to get this product or whatever it is, and I'll just cancel it later. At the same time, it's like, they already offer a ton of stuff that you're probably already interested in. That's pretty good. Ready, aim, eye. Each time you kill an enemy in this room, in this room, your eye gets sharper, increasing your weapon attack speed. That could snowball real nicely. We're probably gonna come back here. Actually, you know what? We could probably just do this till it explodes. So it's less of a kind of in front scam. I mean, I've definitely been in rooms where they talk about like, oh, we made a mistake with this product because we offered everybody a free trial and then didn't take anybody's credit card information so that people could forget to cancel. And I'm sitting there going, isn't that kind of predatory? And a lot of people are like, well, I mean, how many times have you sat there and done a trial just to get the one thing out of it? It's like, well, that's not really the same thing, because a trial's a trial. You being able to use something for a little bit and keep it is different than you being able to use something for a little bit and then they take it away when you're not paying for it anymore. If you're going to offer a trial, you should be pretty confident that most of the people that are going to take this trial are going to stay with it. And if they don't, well, that gives you a little bit of feedback on how to change that. But because we know that this world is run by money, and that's kind of how it goes, I mean, it's one reason we do this thing right here on what you're watching by talking about these content IDs and content ID matches. Oh, I missed. Okay, it's okay. Why am I still going? Oh, it's probably because it bugged out. You know, we talk about content ID matches, and that's mostly just people like saying, hey man, you're not allowed to use that until you pay me money. It's like, well, I hate that that's a thing. Most of the time, like, the only time I'll ever even claim a content ID match is usually when yeah, that's good, we got it. Is when we didn't have an agreement of some sort, because I don't want somebody utilizing my content incorrectly or like in a way that I don't necessarily approve of. Because, like, I mean, let's be honest, if you use my content, if you use whatever it is, I usually I don't need payment most of the time from you, unless you're like actually making money, like a lot of money off of it. But if you're making like a couple bucks in ad revenue, it's usually not that big of a deal. Now, I'd say that not really knowing the consequences of what that means, but if you're using it and then you're making fun of something and using me as to say that, and I don't necessarily want to make fun of anything, and that's just kind of how it goes. That's when we have a problem, whether you're making money or not. And I think, honestly, I think there's a lot of laws that don't prevent that from happening. Now, there is, like, defamation laws and stuff like that that keep it from, like, oh, you can sue for defamation because what they're doing with your content makes you look bad. And it's like, well, that's such a big debatable problem that, like, you don't know if that's really what's happening. And then you got to take that to arbitration. You got to take that, okay, this is good, but we're going to explode ourselves. You got to take that to arbitration. You got to take that to, you got to spend a bunch of lawyer fees, and it's a big pain in the butt for something that doesn't really even make sense, which is probably why most people don't fight anything when it comes to somebody using their content. It usually comes down to, well, I don't want to spend any money to fight this, and these guys aren't really hurting me, so it's not really that big of a deal. But then there's so many times where, oh god, then there's so many times where you get in trouble for not fighting it, that you get to a point where it's just, well, you didn't fight this, so we're not going to side with you? Now you want to fight it because they're making money? That doesn't seem right. It's like, but no, sometimes people just don't want to fight things because they don't want to hurt anybody. And they usually don't fight it until they do start getting hurt by it. And I don't know if that's a proper defense for something like that. I would assume it is, but then again, the law is weird, so you never know. Let's open this. Need more keys. Okay, blow that up. Take this. I don't know, this is a lot of like in the weeds kind of talk. I'm sure most of you don't care about this, but I always find it interesting. Oh, he just destroyed our Donald Trump. Great. That's actually a good thing. Granted, we didn't need money, so maybe it wasn't a good thing. He probably could have given us some stuff. Granted, also, I don't like him. You know, again, we talk about money all the time. Him stealing our money is not me caring about how much money he's taking and the fact that I'm gonna not be as rich because we're freaking rich. It's because he's doing it without permission. I'd gladly give a businessman some money, especially if he's doing something good for humanity. That thing came back to me. That was not cool. You know? If, like... I don't know what you want to say that. No, don't even worry about that. We're going to take this. We're going to grab these crystals. But again, most of you probably don't care about it. I would assume a lot of the people that follow me do kind of care about that stuff, but I can't assume, especially if you're here on YouTube. We don't have a huge following here on YouTube. We honestly know how that goes. But, you know, we try. All right, so is this a better weapon? White Fox. I don't know if something explodes behind me, though. That's the real question. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. Yeah. Also, what's the active? Arcane Book. Fire a powerful energy ball. If the enemy is destroyed by the energy ball, it will drop crystals. Cost 2 crystals. How many crystals? Ah, crap. That's exactly what I didn't want. Hello. Okay, so we still have shields, which is good. It looks like this thing is accurate, so if I do hurt myself, it's kind of my fault. I say kinda because most things that do just kind of appear in front of you, you hardly notice. Oh, right. We have a rage up here. Let's see, famine. There's another famine? Really? Heart of the Ocean is probably good. Clown Hat. I don't know what Clown Hat is. A Power of Love and shields increase your weapon's damage. That's good. Let's see. Do we want to take that? I don't think we want to take that. We do get shields every shop, basically. But we're not going to worry about that. Oh yeah, we want to destroy those. I'm on the... Okay. Crap. I was hitting the platform. I kind of wish if it... Oh. Wait a second. Yeah. Kind of wish that if it went through, it just went through. Oh no, it has a short range. Oh, that's kind of an issue. Okay. So what did we just pick up? We picked up the Void Coin. There's a hole in the world in your soul. Increase your weapon damage and rate of fire. That's good. That's also extremely dangerous, but that is good. Alright, so let's get out of here. I think we're done. Level 3. Level 4, actually. So, again, if you are enjoying this game, we'll take this. And you do pick it up on... Ooh, what is this? That seems really good. And it doesn't explode right away. I don't know. This might be bad, actually. If you do enjoy this game and you do pick it up on... Oh, that does damage too. Oops. Do pick it up on Game Pass. You are missing... I think one good character. I don't know if I like Amir too much. I do like Saya though. And that does feel kind of like it could be a... Wow. A pay-to-win kind of character. Although you didn't pay, I didn't pay anything extra. I don't think anybody paid anything extra. They just bought it early. So it's kind of a marketing tool. But again, that's like two devs out there. If you're going to release something like that, that is very enticing. But be careful, because people will notice and start to get annoyed by the fact that, well, it shouldn't be my fault that I didn't buy it right away. So why am I missing one of the most powerful characters in the game? Now, that is a big assumption too, because nobody said that Saya is like the best character in the game. She is the best character to start with, though. Okay, so I don't know if we necessarily like this. It seems okay as a powerful weapon, but it's gonna be tricky. I'm curious to see what kind of damage it does to a boss. That's what I'm most concerned about. We don't have any keys. We can't take that. Let's just try this, actually. Let's see what this does to this boss. It's not that great. Ow. Yeah, we're probably gonna get rid of this. Dang it. Dang it. Yeah, this thing sucks. If we die here, it was for science. It was for science because we're learning something. We're learning to never take this weapon. Ever. Ah, crap. Yeah, this is not good. This looks rather bad. Oh, it wants us to pick up the coins. I think I'm understanding that for the first time ever. This is where a Donald trip would come in handy. Oh, it changed very quickly. Yeah. No, okay. We learned something today. We learned something. Which is essentially, you don't take this gun. What gun is this? Wait, it is a decent run, but we definitely needed to learn that. Can I see what gun this was? Hold on. We're gonna find out. We're absolutely gonna find out. So, Neon Abyss Wiki. Okay. So, this gun was... what was it called? Ah, Starburst. Crystallization of the future technology. What is this? X? Ability. So there's no ability? No, there was definitely an ability. Is this not the right one? Charge laser slow. We got an ability off that, didn't we? Oh, maybe we didn't. Maybe we didn't. Yeah, Starburst. We're never taking Starburst. Basically, don't take Starburst. Ever. Swallow isn't bad. Terry isn't terrible. Haha, get it? We had White Fox, I think, before. Fires an energy ball, charming and dangerous. Normal, normal star, normal. For every bullet you get, instead of a star cape that appears when shooting, that is able to track and damage the enemy at its range. Yeah, White Fox was decent. What are these? Type, output, rate of fire. Okay, yeah. So we had White Fox. It obviously wasn't the best weapon, but it was good enough, honestly, to keep going with it. Anyway, we've learned something, and hopefully we started a good conversation with Xbox Game Pass and stuff like that, considering that just happened, the showcase just happened. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, thank you so much for watching, and leave a like if you like it, leave a dislike if you didn't like it, and don't leave a dislike or a like if you agreed with me or disagreed with me. That doesn't really tell me much. Just let me know if you liked the video. If you don't agree with me, or if you do agree with me, put it in the comments, or join us in Discord, discord.gg/Danotage. Anyway, I enjoyed hanging out with you today. I enjoyed being able to use words. But I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.